kind of benefits. But as far as the, the effectiveness, does this make this person more effective at work? Does it? So I think it's fairly, we can interpret it fairly broadly. In that regard.
I'm a little worried that it might not be interpreted broadly. When you put job related and your job is pushing a broom and there's no place for you to go if you're, want to take college class somewhere. You won't even be able to take a math class because it doesn't relate to my job.
Oh, and I think also, this is policy, and like Rich and I, we've been here since forever, but administrators come and go. If it's not clearly stated in the policy, a new person coming in will interpret it differently.
And we want to encourage education of our employees, no matter what they are, where they are, what they do. I mean, we want to encourage that. And the undergraduate, maybe even limit it by saying undergraduate courses, because we have a section in here for masters and for PhDs. I'm not worried about those people. I'm worried about the ones that want to get a better lot in life, and we're holding them back from a few $1,000s to get a course in accounting if they're a janitor or a secretary. It just doesn't make any sense.
Well, they can take tuition waivers here at the college, tuition free, and that doesn't matter. That's not.
But if you want to get a bachelor's degree,
The issue is really just for tax reporting purposes of the benefit. So if it's job related, then it's not specifically reported as additional income. So there's not an issue of calculating and stuff. It's just it becomes part of a Section 132 plan, I believe. And if you take that language out, then you have to go and look at different types of sections of the tax code to figure out how you're going to want that benefit. And you have to probably tax it and report it differently.
And there must be some way to keep that language in there, but add an additional caveat that allows for a situation like this, because you don't want to keep people who maybe have never taken a college course that are working for us now and they want to work towards a bachelor's degree. You don't want to prevent them if it's not directly related, like Rich said, directly related to their job. We already have a contingency in there that once it's paid for, they need to stay for a length of time. But you want them to be able to move on and move on to something bigger and better.
If you were to add language like says job related and or undergraduate credit, would that satisfy that IRS?
Or even just a policy statement that it is the policy of the College of Lake County to encourage all its employees to attain, higher education, so that we can point to that when they're denied a job-related, ask for a tuition reimbursement.
Let's develop new language, work with the attorneys. We can come back on this.
We'll have to establish a Section 127 plan.
Yeah.
The IRS the courses that are taken that are not related to or job related to the employees.
But also put a policy statement in that it is our desire to encourage higher education, so something to that effect.
Okay.
And I'd be satisfied.
Okay.
That's a really good idea, but it made me, what Amanda said made me think a question. When I was saying that somebody needs to stay at the school a period of time after tuition reimbursement, I'm thinking of a whole advanced degree program, not like one course. I mean, we're talking about that they have to stay if we pay for their whole PhD or their
Right.
That's what you're all saying.
Yeah, that's what we meant.
Okay, so
The whole degree.
yeah,
A
so-
year for masters and 2 years for PhD.
and whatever, look at other schools too and see what best practice. Okay, so like your comment, so somebody who's taken one course or something, that doesn't apply to that. So you're gonna go back anyway with this, might as well look at what else we can do to let people take more courses.
For our policies that do require payback, it's usually a look back period of 2 or 3 years. So any tuition reimbursement that has been paid out in the past maybe 2 or 3 years is going to be paid back on a pro rata basis. It's usually not 3 years from the date.
Well, that makes sense. Then if you guys know already what other people do that is what you usually see, that's what you probably want to see. Yeah.
So if they, as far as the IRS code, is that a taxable event for the employee if they did not reimburse the college, or is that a taxable event for them? Because it's a benefit that they've received, but they did not adhere to the policy. I mean, no?
Are you asking about tuition waiver, where they get to attend a class without having to pay for it? Or are you talking about tuition reimbursement?
Tuition reimbursement.
It can be. That's why the way it's structured impacts the tax
Right,
code and
right.
the way we say it. So yes, it
Right.
can be reportable as income. So
No,
the-
I mean, if we change the language and we say, okay, if you do not stay the 2 years required and you leave early, does that make the benefit a taxable expense for them, or no?
That doesn't make
It
that
doesn't.
benefit taxable.
All right, so it is not, the IRS code is not retroactive.
Yeah, the repayment, Ms. Paul, doesn't affect the taxability
Okay.
of the event. The question is whether or not it's job related or not.
All right, thank you.
Primary question.
Okay, so we're gonna hold 6.6, 6.7, is that okay with everyone?
6.6 or
6.6 or 6.7? So who made the motion?
I'll withdraw the motion and we'll hold those.
Withdraw that one full second.
Mhm. And who made the second?
Third.
Okay. 6.8, policy 211, status of employment, revised second reading. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Any comments, questions?
Yeah, 6.8.2. Looks like we might have done a cut and paste from the previous one, and that awkward language is in C. So fix that.
Okay,
Got it?
I think so. Okay. Anything else? Welcome.
Mr. Conaghan? Ms. Paul? Aye. Mr. Anderson?
Aye.
Dr. Kerrigan?
Aye.
Ms. Gashiri? Dr. Griffin?
Aye.
Ms. Holland? Aye. Mrs. Olshager?
Aye.
First reading. Okay, 6.9 is the fiscal year 2017 board meeting dates revised. First reading. Any comment on that? Please say so.
Just a comment, if somebody could just check to make sure that we aren't scheduling a board meeting that is in conflict with one of our state or national meetings, because I know we've had that pick up in the past.
Karen did that.
Thank you.